And it's like, Andy will remember this even though he's like dead on the ground with a rock in his head. Like, hello everybody and welcome to my little corner of the internet and welcome to Prescription Love. This is a demo, a visual novel horror demo that I found on itch.io that looked pretty interesting. So I decided I'd check it out. I'm gonna hope this records pretty well just because I've been having issues with it in my OBS. Okay, start. A sharp, blinding light pierces through my eyelids as I slowly open my eyes. My limbs feel heavy and unresponsive, as if the bed had become a part of me. What? I squint, trying to make sense of my surroundings, but everything is a blur. The sterile smell of disinfectant biting at my nose. The rhythmic beeping of machine fills the room like a metronome. Ooh, whoa, I like this setting. I look around, disoriented, my vision slowly coming into focus. I'm lying in a bed, covered in crisp, white sheets. And there's something strapped to my arm. An IV line? What's this doing in my arm? Oh. Ah! As I come to- oh, okay, I thought I ripped out my IV. Oh, that scared me. Okay. As I come to, there's a deep throbbing ache in my head that feels like it's about to split my skull from the inside. Why am I? My thoughts are fragmented, disjointed, like pieces of a puzzle scattered in every direction. My chest tightens as the realization hits me. I can't remember anything. What happened to me? Why can't I remember anything? I close my eyes, hoping for some fragment of memory to return. Think. Just think. I don't know if that's gonna work. Nothing. My breathing quickens, my hands clutching the sheets in fear. Oh my gosh. How can I not remember anything? Why is everything blank? Yeah. I think it's also interesting that the entire background is also kind of just blank. I mean, we're in an unfamiliar location. Every effort to remember ends with nothing. Just avoid where my memories should be. Very scary prospect. I try to sit up, but a sharp pain shoots through my head, and I collapse onto the pillow. My heart pounded in my ears, drowning out the faint beeping of the machines. I feel my anxiety threatening to swallow me whole, when suddenly, a calm, steady voice cuts through the chaos swirling in my head. Hey, it's okay. His voice is gentle, but there's a firmness to it, pulling me from the brink of panic. I slowly turn my head towards the source of the voice. Oh, hello. A tall man stands beside my bed. He's tall, but there's nothing intimidating about him. Tall people aren't that intimidating, to be honest. His hair looks a little messy, like he's been here for a while. Take a deep breath. Has he been here the entire time? Do you know where you are? Not in the slightest, brother. I do know that you're reminding me of a character right now, and I can't remember who. No. I shake my head slowly, feeling tears prick at the corners of my eyes. Everything felt unfamiliar, terrifying. The walls were too bright, too sterile. Yeah, that's why I don't like hospitals. Hey, it's alright. You're in a hospital. That is not reassuring. Nothing bad is going to happen to you here. That is not reassuring at all. That's a horrible, especially with me around. Off rip, I don't trust that, and I don't know if that's just like my personal, like, I don't like hospitals, or also just the fact that. What? My PNG's not bouncing. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Jeez. That startled me. I was like, wait, my PNG settings. Oh gosh, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if this is like just because like I don't really like hospitals, or if it's because I'm very aware this is a horror game and I'm not supposed to trust this guy, but that is the most untrustworthy sentence I've ever heard. Okay. The most important thing right now is that you're awake. I take a deep breath, feeling the tightness in my chest start to loosen. His words were meant to comfort, and they did, in a way. But they also left me with questions. So many questions that my head felt even heavier than before. Do you remember your name? Oh, right, my name. What was my name again? What's your name?
Ravens.
Ravens. My name is Ravens. Fantastic! That's a very good start. I should introduce myself. I'm Dr. Anselm. My Kingdom Hearts brain is tingling. Ansem was a horrible doctor. I'm Dr. Anselm. I was in charge of your surgery and have been overseeing your care ever since you were brought in. Surgery? Surgery? Yeah. I had surgery? For what? What the heck happened to me? Yes, you were brought in with a traumatic brain injury. Oh. You were admitted with a skull fracture leading to internal bleeding and swelling of the brain. Oh. Emergency surgery was crucial to relieve the pressure on your brain. I stared at him, unable to fully process the magnitude of what he was saying. Brain surgery. I had brain surgery? My stomach twists at the thought. It was a very delicate procedure, but you came through it well. Since then, I've been monitoring you closely, waiting for you to wake up. You have been unconscious for a little over 2 days. The idea that I've been under his care all this time, that he's been watching over me while I was unconscious, feels very invasive. Is both strange and oddly... No. It's not in the slightest bit comforting. That feels invasive. I know this is a lot to take in, but I promise you're in good hands. I could see it in the way he spoke, the careful way he monitored my reactions, as if he was measuring every word to avoid overwhelming me. With the initial shock of my situation beginning to settle, a pressing question rises to the forefront of my mind. Do you know what happened to me? Did someone do this to me? For the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his expression. I'm afraid I don't have the answers. You were found unconscious and brought in by paramedics. From what I can tell, the significant impact suggests a forceful blow. Or possibly a fall. Just like me to fall down the stairs and end up with a traumatic brain injury. Unfortunately, I don't have any more details beyond that. There were no witnesses. The people who found you didn't see what happened. This feels very suspicious and convenient. They found you laying unconscious on the floor and called for help. I don't believe you. A chill runs down my spine as his words sink in. No witnesses? The blank spaces in my memory suddenly feel much larger and darker. This must be a sick joke. So, no one knows how I ended up like this. I wish I had more information for you. I feel like you do. Sometimes, with injuries like this, the memory can be slow to return. Or it may never come back at all. But what's important is that we focus on your recovery. I swallow hard, the knot in my throat tightening. The idea that no one knows what happened. That even I don't know what happened. Will I ever get justice? Well, I mean, that's assuming that someone did this to you. Something deep inside of me boils. Frustration, anger, fear. But then I look at Dr. Anselm, the genuine concern and kindness in his eyes, and I simply feel safe. I don't. He's been here since the beginning, watching over me, guiding my care. So he says. MC, you're a little too trusting here. Even though he doesn't have all the answers, he's still here, ready to help me. Thank you for everything. I don't even know how to begin to thank you. A slight blush rises to his cheeks, catching me up. No. No. Hang on. I know this game is called Prescription Love. I know what I signed up for, but I cannot do this early on. The MC cannot... He's easy. The MC's too easy. This is... unbelievable. He waved a hand dismissively, clearly flustered. Oh, don't be silly. You don't owe me anything, Ravens. I'm just glad I could help. Really, I don't know how to express how grateful I am. You're too kind. He glanced away for a moment, gathering himself before turning back to me. I'm just doing my job. Watching you recover, that's more than enough for me. Whatever happened, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you through it. I feel like even if I didn't have the prefix of like this being a horror game, all of this just feels a little too convenient. I take a deep breath, feeling a little steadier than before. I could feel the sincerity behind his words, his modesty almost endearing. The way he said my name, it wasn't clinical or detached. It made me feel like I was more than just another patient to him. Dr. Anselm takes a step back, giving a reassuring nod. I think it's best if you try to get some rest now. Your body still needs time to heal. I managed to grab his attention before he turned away. Wait, can I contact my family? Just to let them know I'm okay? They haven't heard from me in days. I'm sure I must have worried them. A pang of unease hit me. Why hadn't anyone visited me? Oh. Well, I'm afraid it's past the hospital's curfew. I can't make any calls at this hour. I don't believe you. But don't worry, I'll make sure you get in touch with them first thing in the morning. I don't believe you because MC also brings up a good point. Why was no one else here? The thought of waiting until morning feels like an eternity. Are you sure? I know it's the hospital's rule, but the disappointment was heavy in my voice. He sighed and gently placed a- Don't touch me. I know it's hard. But right now, the best thing you can do is focus on getting a good night's rest. Get your hand off of me. His hand rested there a moment longer before he pulled away. No. No, your body has been through a lot and rest is crucial for your recovery. What's crucial for my recovery is that you get out of this room so I can jump out the nearest window. I promise as soon as it's morning we'll make those calls. Your family will be the first to know. Okay, I murmured, unsure but too tired to argue. Just try to relax now. The severity of my situation still lingers, but there's also a sense of exhaustion settling over me. Pulling at my eyelids and making my body feel heavy. Maybe he's right. Maybe rest is exactly what I need right now. Alright, I'll go to bed now. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. His eyes twinkled softly. You're welcome. I hate that when he blushes and when he smiles, it's kind of cute and it kind of does get to me just a little bit, but I still don't trust you. If you need anything, don't hesitate to press the call button. Rest well and let's talk more in the morning. Piss me off. With that, he turns and quietly leaves the room, closing the door softly behind him. I'm left alone with my thoughts and the steady beeping of the heart monitor beside me. The room feels quiet and still, but there's a sense of safety in knowing that help is just a button press away. I don't know, dude. I've never had to stay overnight in a hospital, thank God, but like, even staying like a couple hours in a hospital stresses me out too much. I close my eyes, trying to focus on my breathing, letting the sounds of the hospital fade into the background. The weight of the day presses down on me, and slowly, as I drift off, I hold on to hope that tomorrow will bring more answers, and finally, the sound of a familiar voice. My sleep was suddenly interrupted. A soft creak that echoed through the room. He's breaking into my room at night to watch me! My eyes flutter open, but I was too groggy to fully register the sound. Was that my imagination? I groan internally. Ugh, I can't be bothered. I shifted. No, I can be. He's in my room. I shifted in the bed, wanting to go back to sleep, letting my eyes close again, eager to slink back into sleep. But then I heard it again. A slow, deliberate creak, like someone was gently pushing the door. Still half asleep, I tried to ignore it. You are way too nonchalant. Sit up. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe the nurses were checking in. No, it's that freak of a doctor. I can tell. I reasoned, forcing myself to relax. No! I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to force myself back to sleep. But the sense of unease started to creep in. It's about time. I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Something didn't feel right. With a groggy sigh, I forced my eyes open again and glanced at the door. That's when I saw them. The eyes! A pair of... Oh. A pair of eyes. They were peering at me through the gap in the door. The eyes almost blending into the shadowy gap, but there was no mistaking them. They were watching me. Ooh! Call out. What's up? Why you looking? Hello? Now hang on. I meant call out like, I know you're watching me. I wasn't thinking just like, hello? That's such a easy way to die in a horror movie.
Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone with us?
And BAM! Dead. No, I should have threatened. No response. They continued to stare, unblinking, as if they were studying me, waiting for something. I squinted, trying to focus on the narrow gap in the door. I can't make sense of what I should have threatened. I'm horrified. I can't make sense of what was happening. Was someone actually watching me? Am I imagining things? I'm stressed. Nope! Then in a moment of clarity, I remember the call button beside my bed. It was right there within my reach, my lifeline to help. I fumbled for it with trembling hands, my fingers finally finding the button. The instant I pressed it, the eyes vanished. I flinched so hard when the breathing started. Oh my god. One moment they were there, and the next they were gone as if they never existed. I quickly sat up in bed, staring at the door. The gap was now empty. I listened carefully, and then I heard it. The soft sound of footsteps, light and hurried, moving away down the hall. My pulse quickened, my mind reeling from what had just happened. Within seconds, Dr. Anselm enters the room. I came as fast as I could. His eyes immediately swept the room, searching for some unseen threat. I could see the concern in his expression as he turned to me. Is everything alright? He pressed the call button. Did something happen? Someone was... I saw eyes staring at me. And they vanished the moment I pressed the button. Yeah, because it was him. He went down the corridor, did a loop around, and then came back to my door acting all concerned. Like he wasn't just stalking me with his eyeballs. I watched his eyes scan the room. He walked over to the door, glanced into the hallway before turning back to me. Ah, there doesn't seem to be anyone. How coincidental. You know, sometimes when we're exhausted, we see things that aren't really there. Always with that excuse, man. No, it's not unusual, especially when under a lot of stress. I shook my head. No, I'm sure of what I saw. They were right there. I even heard footsteps leaving after I pressed the button. Don't worry, I'll have someone check the security cameras to see if anyone was in the hall. For now, try to get some rest. I promise nothing bad is going to happen to you. Give me a reassuring smile before leaving, but I could see the uncertainty in his eyes. No, I can see the fact that there is just no way. Bolt the door closed. Find a piece of medical equipment that you can, like, wedge into the door handle here, so that way I can be safe, because otherwise I do not feel safe. I glanced at the door, half expecting to see those eyes again. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep now, not after what I saw. Yeah, no, I'm stressed. Before I knew it, morning had arrived. I must have fell asleep somehow, despite the restless unease from the night before. I still feel exhausted. A soft glow of sunlight filtered into the room. As I blinked against the brightness, I realized that Dr. Anselm was sitting beside me. Good morning, Ravens. How are you feeling? Awful. I'm, okay. Even as I said it, a deep weariness tugged at me. But I didn't want to worry him. He's your doctor. He always seemed so concerned, so invested in my recovery. The last thing I wanted was to add to his burden. He's a doctor! About last night. Security couldn't find anything from last night's recording. His words hung in the air. What? Those eyes. Had it really been all in my head? Just a figment of imagination? But I do hope you managed to get some sleep. I don't think there's actually security or cameras in this building at all. I think it's just me and him in here. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond. I'm gonna insist. My breath hitched and anger flared in my chest. Ooh. Yes, OST. Are you serious? I snapped, my voice. Now hang on. This feels like in games when you pick options and it's like one of them's like give Andy the birthday card or leave the birthday card at home or something, or like don't give him the birthday, and you pick don't give him the birthday card because it's like not his birthday or because you don't like him, and suddenly the game translates that into you pick up a rock and chuck it at Andy's head and it kills him on impact, and it's like what? And it's like those choices matters games, so the little butterfly effect thing happens in the corner, and it's like Andy will remember this even though he's like dead on the ground with a rock in his head. Like I wanted to insist, I didn't want to yell at him. I could feel the frustration boiling over, too intense to hold back. There was someone there, Dr. Anselm. I wasn't imagining it. I could feel them watching me. And you're telling me there's no proof? How am I supposed to sleep knowing that creep is still in this building? Dr. Anselm looked sad. Like my reaction wounded him somehow. He opened his mouth to say something, but no words came out for a moment. And the silence between us grew thick with tension. Yeah, you don't feel good about being called a creep, do you? I'll talk to them again later. His voice softer now, as though my anger had deflated him. I promise, I'll dig deeper into this. I don't want you feeling unsafe. He paused, a quiet sadness in his eyes that I couldn't fully understand. You're right. I'll make sure they take a closer look. Trying to focus on something else, I remind him. About the call you promised last night. To my family? Of course, I remember. I promised, and I always keep my promises. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a hospital phone, handing it over to you. Here you go, let's get that call made. I eagerly take the phone. I dial the familiar numbers and press the phone to my ear. The phone rings once, then twice. It keeps ringing. I wait, holding my breath, but no one answers. Just the persistent sound of a ringtone, and then, finally...
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
The voicemail... Seriously, I feel a sinking feeling in my gut as the call goes to the answering machine. I lower the phone. I can't hide the disappointment on my face. I don't even try to mask it. Man, no one answered. Dr. Anselm places a comforting hand on my shoulder, grounding me in the present. I don't think the call actually went through. I don't know. There's too many things are suspicious here. Dr. Anselm places a comforting hand on my shoulder, grounding me in the present. His touch was warm, comforting. Get your hands off of me. I looked up and his expression mirrored the sadness I felt. I'm sorry. I know how much you wanted to speak with them. Maybe they're busy is all. Don't worry. I sighed, trying to push down the disappointment. Yeah, you're right. I tried to sound convincing, but the emptiness lingered. Dr. Anselm gently took the phone from me, his fingers brushing against mine. I know it's not the news you were hoping for, but I have something that might cheer you up. Stop. You creepo. Before I could respond, he stood up, the shift in energy catching me off guard. With that, he steps out of the room for a moment. Something for me? Whatever he had planned, I hope it would take my mind off everything. Even just for a little while. He returns, carrying a tray with a delicious aroma wafting through the air. Ta-da! When he sets it down in front of you. I look down at the plate, eggs and bacon. This is not a hospital. Ain't no hospital food look like this. No hospital food look like this. I do not care. You gotta be in some kind of luxury-ass hospital if this is what your food look like. I've been kidnapped. I've been kidnapped and assumed dead. I look down at the plate, eggs and bacon arranged into a smiley face. My eyes widened in surprise, a small smile tugging at my lips. I can't help but smile back at it. This ain't no hospital. This is adorable. It's like my breakfast is cheering me on. I love this music though. Dr. Anselm chuckles, looking quite pleased with himself. Eggs and bacon are good for the soul. But the smiley face? That's for the spirit. Dr. Anselm watches me closely as I pick up the fork, his eyes gleaming with quiet anticipation. As I lift the fork to my mouth, I notice a smooth, golden sauce pooling at the bottom of the pan, hidden beneath the food. Feeling intrigued, I scoop a bit up of it with my next bite. Whoa! The moment it hits my tongue, the flavor deepens. Rich, creamy hollandaise sauce, with a tang that perfectly balances the savory bacon and eggs. That is not hospital food. What hospital food got good hollandaise sauce? What in the world? I love how the background changed to orange though. The sauce elevates the meal in a way I hadn't expected, in a way that hospital meals are not elevated. This is amazing. I'm almost out of disbelief at how delicious this simple meal is. I take it the smiley face is working its magic? Definitely. But the taste? That's what's really winning me over. The hollandaise sauce adds this smooth, almost buttery richness. There's a big grin on Dr. Anson's face. He's clearly pleased with my reaction. I thought the sauce might be a nice surprise. Adds a little something extra to bring it all together. You weren't kidding. I take another bite, savoring the way the creamy sauce cuts through the richness of the bacon. I could serve this at a restaurant. Yeah, that's why this ain't no hospital. I've never had a breakfast like this in a hospital before. Exactly. Well, just wanted to make sure your first meal felt special. I paused, looking down at the plate again, then back at him. Wait, did you make this? Mm-hmm. He nods, looking a little embarrassed. A soft blush creeps onto his cheeks as he looks at the floor for a moment before meeting your eyes. Yes, I did. Why are you blushing deeper? I know hospital food isn't exactly known for being, well, gourmet. I didn't want your first meal to just be survival food. Yeah, but now you've made me suspicious. MC, probably not. They're too nonchalant. But me? I'm suspicious. I smile at his clear embarrassment, noticing the way he fidgets slightly. Like he's not used to this kind of attention. He's not, because he's a little freako that locks people up and then does a lobotomy on them. Oh, you really outdid yourself. Thank you, Dr. Anson. I really appreciate how much you do to make me feel comfortable, despite everything. It's like you always know how to make things better. Why do you think that is, MC? Think for a second. I watch him flush at the compliment. I can't keep doing this. I will not keep doing this. I cannot stand here while y'all, like, flirt or whatever is going on. I cannot. You cannot keep doing this. This time he seemed almost bashfully proud, a mix of shyness and happiness sparkling in his eyes. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll always make sure you're as comfortable as possible while you're here. Mm-hmm. Hearing that, it's helping, that it makes a difference. It means a lot to me. I'm sure it does. So really, thank you for saying that. Grown-ass man. Absolutely not. His genuine happiness really shone. It was clear that my compliment had brightened his day in a way that went beyond mere politeness, which is a boundary that we should set clearly now. You are my doctor. As I'm about to finish the last bite of breakfast, my eyes drift to the cup of coffee sitting quietly on the tray. I hadn't noticed it the whole time I was enjoying my breakfast. Black, steaming, and inviting. No creamer? I reached for the cup, taking a tentative sip. I instantly paused. It's rich, smooth, with just the right hint of bitterness. My entire world went awful. It's not just good. It tastes exactly like the coffee I make. Oh, now hang on a minute. No, now hang on a minute. That ain't right. Not close. Not similar. Exactly. Now that's strange. Wait. This tastes exactly like the coffee I make every morning. How is that even possible? Wait, now how do you remember? I know. No, I'm freaked out. His voice barely above a whisper. So quiet that I almost wonder if I imagined it. I'm so creeped out. He's standing there, his usual calm demeanor in play. I am so creeped out right now. But there's something different in the way he watches me. What was that? The words slipping out before I can stop them. He just smiles, a warm, casual smile, like nothing is out of the ordinary. Oh? Really? I narrow my eyes, still processing the shock. No one ever gets it right the first time. Not the exact strength or balance of flavors. I take another slow sip, almost searching for a flaw. I'm stressed, but there isn't one. This is spot on. Maybe I'm just good at reading people. No. His tone is light, like he's just making conversation, but his words send a shiver down my spine. Finally, it's about damn time. Though I can't quite pinpoint why, I can. Either that or if you got some kind of sixth sense, or, you know, the sense of stalking me in the middle of the night. It's kind of uncanny. I shake my head trying to clear my thoughts. Am I overthinking this? No, you're underthinking this, to be quite frank. I mean, it is just coffee. There's no need to make a big deal out of it. No, I think there is. He made me breakfast. Not to mention been nothing but kind to me, and that's suspicious. Why am I doubting him? Because I'm not used to people being nice to me. It's just a harmless coincidence. It has to be. He chuckles, the sound light and breezy. I'm punching him in the face. Let's call it a lucky guess. You just strike me as someone who enjoys strong coffee. I don't, actually. I wish I was. I had adapted myself to drinking just a black coffee, but then I didn't want my teeth to be, like, permanently stained from, like, coffee stains. So I started adding more creamer, and now I like my coffee on the sweeter side. But I'm glad I could make something right for you. His words are genuine. I suddenly feel guilty for letting my mind wander like that. Don't let him manipulate you. Don't let him mansplain manipulate you. He's been so considerate. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. You're not reading into things enough. I take another sip of coffee, feeling the warmth spread through me. There's no way he meant anything strange by it, I think to myself, relaxing a bit. We're cooked. He's just trying to make my stay a little more bearable, going above and beyond because he cares. I shouldn't doubt him. He's done nothing but try to help. You're so gullible. As I set the cup down, I glance back at Dr. Ansem, who's watching with that same gentle smile. The warmth of the coffee lingers on my tongue, and the unsettling thoughts fade into the background. Thanks, Dr. Ansem. It does make a difference. You're very welcome, Ravens. As he glances at his watch, his expression shifts ever so slightly. You should probably get some rest now. He says that as though he's reminding me of something important. You've had a long morning, and it's important that you don't overexert yourself. I'm fine. Dr. Ansem smiles, but there's a firmness in his gaze that makes it clear he's not going to entertain any arguments. I know you're strong, but you still need time to heal. Pushing yourself won't help. I'm strong enough, I think, to deck you in the face and run out of whatever this place is. He steps closer, his hand lightly brushing the edge of the blanket. You best cut this out. You best cut out these shenanigans right now. There's a tenderness in the gesture, something careful and deliberate. Yeah, deliberate. Let's pay attention to the deliberate part. You need to take it easy. Whatever, dog. An unexpected wave of fatigue hits me, leaving me more tired than I anticipated. Whoa, am I experiencing the effects of a food coma? He put something in the food! I sigh, feeling the pull of drowsiness become harder to— He put something in the food! As if sensing my thoughts, he offers me a reassuring smile. I'll be back to check on you later. Alright. With that, he quietly leaves the room, closing the door gently behind him. I'm probably having a food coma. No, he put something in the food. Dr. Ansem did say I need lots of rest. Yeah, which is really convenient for him, because then I'll be in a vulnerable position. Y'all so stupid. I close my eyes and nose my face against the pillows. Time goes by and I'm finally awake from my peaceful nap. I rub my eyes trying to shake off the drowsiness. Something catches my attention. The door to my room is slightly ajar. Why is the door left open like that? Was it... No, I'm sure I saw Dr. Ansem close the door before he left. Was somebody watching me sleep? Yup! The sight of the partially open door leaves me feeling on edge. I feel vulnerable, exposed. I sit up, heart thudding in my chest, trying to rationalize the situation. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe... Suddenly, the door creaks open wider. A figure steps into the room. It's Dr. Ansem. Knock knock! Smiling warmly, holding a clipboard in one hand and a small tray with medication in the other. I will not be taking them medications. I'm here for your checkup and medication. He notices the fear etched on my face. You look terrified. What's wrong? You... With my heart still racing, I explained quickly. I was taking a nap, and when I woke up, the door to my room slightly open. It reminded me about what I saw last night. His face changes slightly to one of guilt. Aha! To one of guilt.
He's been watching me sleep, and he got sad because I called him a freak. I called him a creep because that's what he is. And he felt bad about it because he wants me to love him.
His gaze drops to the floor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ravens. I came in earlier to clear away the tray and utensils from your breakfast. I saw you were sleeping, so I tried to leave quietly to not disturb your sleep. I must not have shut the door tightly. I'm really sorry, that must have been so frightening. Glance over and realize he's right. The breakfast tray is gone. Oh my god. A sense of embarrassment creeps in as I realize I may have overreacted. Why is your embarrassment dusting the room in like pink? Why is this giving shoujo cherry blossom petals are about to start? No, I'm sorry, Dr. Anselm. I think last night left me feeling paranoid. He shakes his head. No need to apologize. It's completely understandable to feel uneasy. I should have been more careful. Your comfort and peace of mind are very important. I'm sorry for disturbing that. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. I guess I just need some time to adjust. Of course. Back up! He moves closer to check my vitals. Let's get your checkup done, shall we? Back up! I promise I'll make sure to close the door properly next time. He places the tray of medication on the small table next to me. My eyes fall on the pills. So many pills. What are these for? He lifts the small plastic cup and shakes it lightly, making the pills inside rattle softly. Oh, these? They're painkillers and antibiotics. Given your injury, it's expected that you still experience headaches and occasional bouts of pains. Can I read them? So I can see what it is. The painkillers will help you recover comfortably while you're here. Pauses for a moment before adding, leaning back slightly as if considering the best way to explain. Now these, he holds up a larger white and red pill between his fingers, are a bit stronger. A narcotic analgesic. It's a potent painkiller used for intense pain. So don't be alarmed if you find yourself feeling more sleepy than you. He's drugging me! Points at the antibiotic, ensuring you're following along, and then continues. Since I had to perform surgery on you, there's always risk of infection, and I wouldn't want that happening to you. These will help minimize that risk, ensuring your recovery stays on track. I'm sure. I see. I feel more at ease with the explanation. I don't. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. Of course. It's important for you to understand your treatment. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. You are my concern. Your recovery is my top priority. Speaking of recovery, a question sits heavily on my chest. How long do you think I'll take to make a full recovery? He lets out a gentle sigh before responding. Well, honestly, it's hard for me to say for sure. Probably never, because I'm just slowly drugging you so that way you stay with me forever. We can't push it or predict exactly how long it'll take. Some people heal faster than others. But when it comes to the brain, patience is key. It could take weeks or even months. Seeing the concern on my face, he quickly adds with a soft smile. I know it's not easy to hear. With injuries, especially ones like yours, you have to be patient. I need to ensure you can get back to your daily life safely. When you're ready to leave. Yeah, because I'm gonna leave. Eventually. Back up. I notice a hint of sadness in his eyes when he mentions the possibility of me leaving. It's a fleeting expression, but I caught it. Then, just as quickly, he brushes it off, his professional demeanor returning, offering the same reassuring smile, although it seems a bit forced this time. As always, your recovery is what's most important right now. No matter how long it takes. Why are you blushing? I can't shake the feeling there was more behind his words. Still, I decide not to press further. Dr. Anselm quickly changes the subject. Let's get you settled with some dinner, shall we? He steps over to a small cart, lifting a bowl with a lid. Is this kanji? He sits down. Oh. He sets it down in front of me and lifts a cover to reveal a bowl of plain porridge. Compared to delicious breakfast he made me earlier, the porridge looks a bit bland. I can't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. He chuckles at your reaction. I'm sorry, it's not quite the same as breakfast, is it? I can't always be spoiling you. Excuse me? Porridge is good for you. It's gentle on the stomach and easy to digest. I understand the need for a simple meal, even though it's not as appetizing. It's good! It's yummy! He gives me an encouraging smile as I pick up the spoon. Who knows? Maybe I'll surprise you with another special back off. Stop. I can't help but smile back. No, I can. I'll hold you to that. The taste may be bland, but the warmth and care behind it make a comforting meal. After finishing the porridge, I start to feel the heaviness of drowsiness creeping in. Yeah, because he's drugging your food. Must be the medication's kicking in. Oh no, he just drugged you blind and you're just... Oh. Dr. Anselm, always observant, notices my struggle to stay awake. Let me take this away so you can get a good night's rest. He moves quietly, carefully gathering up the dish and tray. Okay, but you'll be back in the morning, right? Why, of course. I'll be here in the morning to check on you. That wasn't me flirting. This was not. Ugh. Sweet dreams, Ravens. Alright, good night, yawn. As the room dims, I hear him shutting the door. A simple assurance that the room is secure and safe. With the door closed, I finally allow myself to fall asleep. The world around me fades. When my eyes open again, I'm not in my room. Huh? I'm standing in the narrow alleyway. The air is thick, hazy, making it hard for me to see much of anything. I start walking, my footsteps barely making a sound in the eerie quiet. Huh? Something about this place feels familiar. Oh, this is how I got jumped and then ended up in the hospital, huh? Almost like I've been here before. But I can't quite put my finger on it. The more I move, the more the sensation gnaws at me, tugging at something deep in my mind. Then it clicks. I'm dreaming. The realization brings a strange comfort, but also deeper confusion. Why does this place seem so familiar? I keep walking, looking for an exit. But the alleyway stretches endlessly before me. No doors, no windows, no one else in sight. Suddenly I hear extra footsteps echoing behind me. I'm not alone. My heart skips a beat, just as I'm about to turn around. Back up! Back up! My eyes snap open and I wake up. Back up. Back up. I'm gonna punch him. I'm immediately greeted by the sight of Dr. Anselm's face, inches away from mine. Ah, we both yelp at the same time, startled. Back up! He jumps back so fast, he nearly knocks over this tray beside my bed. His eyes are wide with shock, and he looks as flustered as I feel. My heart's still pounding in my chest, not just from the dream, but from having him this close to my face. I opened my mouth, but no words came out. If that were me, I'm swinging. I'm swinging. Right hook right to your jaw. Feeling shy under his gaze, my words feel heavy and misplaced, as if they'd only make this moment more awkward. Sorry, he stammers quickly, standing upright. I didn't mean to scare you. I watch his hands fidget nervously. I was just checking your vitals, and you look so peaceful, and it's okay. I mumble, cheeks warm. Suddenly I'm unable to look directly at him. The room feels suddenly too small. Back up. There's a bit of silence before he quickly recovers. So how was your sleep? It was weird, actually. I had this dream about an alleyway. Something flickers across his face. A slight shift in his expression, like he's suddenly paying extra attention. An alleyway? Where'd the game audio go? I shrug, still feeling a bit off from the dream. I was just walking, then heard footsteps behind me. Like someone was following me. But I woke up before I could turn around. He listens carefully, eyes focused on me like he's considering something. There's a moment where I think he might ask for more, but he doesn't. He gives a small chuckle. Does sound like a strange dream. Yeah, it's the time when you jumped me, isn't it? But dreams are usually made up of random thoughts and feelings all mixed together. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I release a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that, Dr. Anselm. Of course. He gestures to a small tray on the bedside table. Anyway. I brought your breakfast. I hope you're hungry. What is that? Oh. It did not look like salmon, it looked like a tongue. I look over, noticing a bowl of salmon and rice, though some of it has spilled onto the tray. His eyes widen in horror as he notices the mess. Oh no, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, I can bring you a fresh one. It won't take long. Before he can leave, I reach out, my hand gently stopping him. No, it's fine, really. I want to eat it. It looks delicious. I pick up the spoon and take a bite. The buttery taste of salmon immediately fills my mouth and I smile at him. See, it's perfect, I say, my words muffled slightly with the food. His face softens, the guilt fading from his face. He watches me for a moment. There's something so tender in his gaze that makes my chest warm. Stop! I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm not. Even if it's not exactly how I planned. After savoring the final spoonful of breakfast, I wipe my mouth as I glance at Dr. Ansem, who's busy tidying up the tray. Hey, Dr. Ansem? Can I try calling my family again? Of course, let me get you the phone. He leaves the room briefly and returns with the phone in hand. I dial the number carefully, each press deliberate. I even double-check the numbers to make sure they're right. I bring the phone to my ear, waiting for the familiar ring, but again, there's no answer. I frown. This is the second time they haven't picked up. Something doesn't feel right. I take a closer look at the phone and realize there's no signal. I knew it. Confused, I ask him, why isn't there any service? Dr. Ansem pauses for a beat before offering a quick response. Oh, it's probably just... It was strangely rushed. So rushed, in fact, that I couldn't read it. Wait, is this the history? Oh, it's probably just a connection issue here. The signal's always a bit tricky in this building. Okay. I can't have a feel like that explanation felt stinted left. The room feels too quiet now, like the silence is pressing down on me. I sink back into the bed, exhaling softly. But I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the sense of sleepiness. Wait. Did I take my medication? The thoughts float lazily in my mind, feeling distant and hard to grasp. Because he's drugging your food! I try to focus on Dr. Ansem, but his figure starts to blur. My vision slowly fades at the edges and the room seems to spin. Before I can form a coherent question, I feel the warmth of his hand as he gently pulls the blanket up over me, tucking me in with a gentle care, but it all feels distant. I want to speak, but my body feels heavy and my thoughts scatter. Genuinely, though, this is really scary. But MC also is not being aware enough, I fear. I'm not trying to victim blame, but I'm pulled into sleep before I even realize it's happening. I gasp awake, my breath catching as I sit up. I blink, trying to gather my bearings, my head foggy like I'm still caught in a dream. I sit up slowly, the weight of fatigue still pressing down on me like a heavy blanket. It's already nighttime? How long was I asleep for? Oh, good evening, Raven. Back up! Why are you always here? I look up, startled. It's Dr. Ansem. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the grogginess. Evening? My voice scratchy, trying to shake the fog in my mind. How long was I asleep for? Only a few hours. You needed the rest. How are you feeling? I pause, trying to assess myself. Groggy. Really groggy. I admit, the words slow to form. Why do I feel so tired? I ask, my voice a little sharper than I intended. I mean, after breakfast, I was exhausted. He doesn't flinch or seem surprised by my question. Instead, he pulls up a chair and sits beside me, the same steady patience in his expression that he always has. Fatigue is one of the most challenging symptoms after a brain— Oh, Lord, here we go again, WebMD. The brain has to work much harder to compensate for the damage, even for the smallest tasks. It can drain your energy faster than you realize. His explanation is so calm, so reasonable, that I find myself nodding almost automatically. I mean, it does make sense. Of course, it makes sense. But why do I still feel unsettled? It's not unusual to feel exhausted out of nowhere in your circumstances. Your brain is basically working overtime as you recover. It's important to listen to it, to give yourself that rest when you need it. I'm nodding, but something inside me is stirring. Something uneasy. My gut tells me there's more. Something he's not saying. Finally! But his eyes, warm and kind, don't trust his eyes. Don't trust them, they're blue. He pauses briefly, giving the small cup of pills in his hand a gentle shake. Here we go! It's time for your medication. Smack that cup out his hands! Reject the medication. I stare at the small cup of pills in Dr. Ansem's hand. I don't know why, but today, the sight of those pills makes my chest tighten with dread. He's watching me, waiting patiently, but something inside me snaps. No. I'm not taking them. I slap the cup away from— Let's go! I slap the cup away from his hands and the pills scatter across the floor. What the hell have you been giving me, Dr. Ansem? I feel exhausted all the time, I can barely think straight, and you just keep handing me these pills like it's nothing. Clock it. These are your prescribed medications, Ravens. Prescribed medications, my behind. I'm not doing this no more. They help manage your symptoms and reduce the pain. Without them, I haven't been in pain. I don't trust you. How do I know they're not making everything worse? What if you're keeping something from me? Dr. Ansem— Wow, okay, this is spiraling a lot faster than I thought it would. Like, these choices really feel like 180 personality changes between how MC is reacting. Dr. Ansem looks stunned, but it's the sadness in his eyes that stands out. It's subtle, just beneath the surface, like he's holding it back, trying to stay composed. I'm not trying to hurt you. No, but you are lying. Oh, wrong toggle. The medication is to help you recover. Without it, the pain will come back. I just can't bear to watch you suffer. I'm suffering because you're here, but I'm not listening. The mistrust that's been festering inside me has reached its boiling point. I'm not taking them. I don't trust you. Dr. Ansem nods, his face falling just slightly as if my word weighs heavily on him. He looks at me for a long moment, something unspoken in his eyes, almost a pleading sadness. He's about to grab me, force those pills down my gullet, and ooh, this is bad. He's gonna stab me. He's gonna get violent. I can feel it. For a moment, I expect him to argue, to push back, but he doesn't. He sighs, stepping back. I won't force you. He stands, holding the now empty cup, his eyes locking with mine. There's no anger in his gaze, just quiet sadness. As though he's trying to remain strong, but can't fully hide how deeply my rejection has cut him. He turns towards the door, moving slowly, almost reluctantly. As he reaches the doorway, he pauses, his hand resting on the handle. If you change your mind, I'll be right here. Get out of my room. His voice is soft, but I can hear the pain in it. Your manipulation tactics will not work on me. I'll never stop trying to help you. Then with one final glance, he leaves the room. Slam the door. The door clicks shut behind him, leaving me alone with my racing thoughts and the lingering tension. The room feels colder, emptier. I sit in the silence, the air thick with the tension of what just happened. My anger still simmers beneath the surface, but the moment Dr. Ansem leaves, doubt creeps in. I know I shouldn't have lashed out like that. Yeah, it was an extreme reaction, to be honest, with how MC has been. But something inside me just couldn't let go of the distrust. With nothing left to do, I let out a long, shaky breath, trying to shake off the exhaustion that still weighs me down. Maybe I just need rest. Maybe everything will feel clearer if I can just sleep this. We're still gonna go to sleep? You gotta be kidding me. But almost immediately, a sharp, stabbing pain erupts inside my skull, so intense that it risks a gasp from my throat. The pain is unbearable, instant, and overwhelming. It's as if something inside my head is clawing, tearing, ripping to break free. I clutch my head in my hands, squeezing hard as if I can somehow crush the pain away. But it's useless. My vision blurs and darkens, the room twisting and warping around me. What? I can barely see. I need help. I need to call someone. I reach finally for the call button, but my fingers are trembling so badly they feel useless, slipping across the bedside table in desperation. The call button tumbles from my hand, bouncing uselessly onto the floor. I know I have to move. I have to get up before this pain rips me apart. I force myself to stand, stumbling forward like a puppet whose strings have been cut. My legs give out beneath me, the world spinning as I fall. Crunch. The sound is horrible. A wet snapping noise that reverberates through my body. It's as if something inside me snapped, but I don't know what. My neck? My spine? I hit the floor, crumpling in a heap. Ravens? Ravens! I barely register the sound of someone calling out my name. I can't move. I can't breathe. Please, stay with me, Ravens. Ravens! This is all my fault. Please, Ravens, don't! But I can still hear them, barely, calling out to me again. Their voice breaking, filled with immense desperation. My head hangs to the side, heavy and limp in their arms. The warmth tightens around me, holding me close, but I'm slipping. And then, complete silence. Oh. Low-key? Maybe... Maybe I was wrong. Okay, let's try going on a short walk. I just need a change of scenery, stretch my legs a bit. He immediately stops what he's doing and turns to me. I'm afraid you can't do that. You're still not fit enough to exert yourself. I furrow my brow slightly. Not even walking? I asked, trying to push a little, thinking it wouldn't be much effort. His stance doesn't soften. If anything, he seems more resolute, even walking. The finality in his tone makes it clear he's not budging on it. Just outside my room? Absolutely not. There's a hardness in his expression that catches me off guard. For a brief moment, I felt a small flicker of fear, but just as quickly as it came, the intensity melts away and his usual demeanor returns. It's for your own good. Even a short walk could send you back. I need to make sure you're fully recovered before you go exerting yourself. His explanation is calm, but the memory of that sudden shift lingers. Still, I nod, reminding myself that doctor knows best for me. Very good. The firmness in his voice now replaced with a tone of approval. Okay. I'll accept the medication, I guess. I take it from him. The pills rolling slightly in the plastic as I tilt the cup in my hand. These will help. You've been pushing yourself. Your body needs the support. I nod, lifting the cup to my lips. So maybe he's not necessarily drugging me, because obviously I died. The pills go down easy with a sip of water. The taste is familiar, leaving slight bitterness on my tongue like always. I feel a little more at ease as the fog in my mind starts to clear, if only slightly. Good. Don't worry. I will take care of you. You start to feel better soon. There's something always so reassuring about him. No, I don't think so. His quiet patience. The way he never seems frustrated, even when I ask the same questions over and over. It's like he understands without me needing to explain. Thank you. I say softly, sinking back into the bed, the sheets cool against my skin. My eyes are still heavy, but I'm less tense now, more at ease. His presence always seemed to have that effect on me. Dr. Anselm stays seated beside me for a moment longer. Then he stands slowly, as if not wanting to disturb the calm that's settled over the room. If you need anything, just press the call button. I'll always be here for you. As the door closes softly behind him, the room feels quieter, but in a peaceful way. Like all the tension has been drained away. I pull the blanket up around me, feeling safe, cared for, and finally, ready to rest. Dr. Anselm's words linger in my mind as I close my eyes. I'll always be here for you. With that thought, I let go of the last of my worries and let sleep take over, trusting that when I wake, I'll still be in good hands. When I wake, he's gonna have Wait, that's it? Yeah, reading it looks like, so since this is a demo and the game is still in the development, there's only 2 endings right now, which is the bad ending that I got and the neutral ending that would lead to story progression. Okay. That was pretty good, to be honest. I really enjoyed that. That really had me scared at many moments and concerned at many other moments. So, very well written and very good for a demo. Really had me hooked and really felt like an actual, like, full thing. I'm very curious to see, like, what's actually going on behind the scenes with, like, the main character and Dr. Ensign as well. But man, I cannot take this shy flirting. My goodness. Okay. Thank you all for joining me in my little corner of the internet today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys take medications, make sure you've taken them at whatever time you need to. Make sure you log it so that way you don't forget. I do the same thing. Y'all just have a damn good one. Be well, and explore life with a smile today. And also make sure you stretch. I just realized I've been sitting for an extended period of time. So, don't forget to stretch. Okie dokie. Bye-bye!